So, welcome to Desi Teacher in Europe. And as you know that in Finland, parliamentary elections will be held on 2nd of April. And if you are in Finland, you can also do the voting in advance between 22nd of March until 28th of March. And if you are a Finnish citizen living in abroad, you can also vote from 22nd of March until 25th of March. Okay, so there are many parties in Finland, but we have only 9 parties who have the representative in the parliament. And one of the party is Swedish People's Party or Ruotsalainen Kansanpuolue. Yes, and we can say like SFP. Okay, and from this party, we have one of the dynamic, and you can see the young and energetic member. Yes, he has been a member of parliament from city of Vaasa, yes, since 2015 or 2015. And he is also the candidate from this party in the current election. Yes, so I did not mention his name, and he is very popular in Vaasa. You know, like people call him Vaasa man because whatever he does for the city of Vaasa. That's why he has been winning 2 elections already. He won from in 2015 and 2019. Yes, 2 elections he already won, and he is again the candidate from this party. Yes, so can you please introduce a little bit about you?
My name is Joakim Strand. I've been living in Vaasa basically my whole life. Actually, I was born in Turku, and as a 3-year-old went to Tampere, and as a 6-year-old to Vaasa, but it was just because my parents happened to work in those cities at that point. My relatives are all from the region, so I have been studying in Vaasa and everything. I've been playing football earlier in the first division in Vaasa IFK, and it was let's say mainly because of football I got into politics in the first place. It's almost 20 years ago since I was at first time as a candidate in the city council municipal elections, and from there it went. I was actually for the first 7 years I was totally independent. I didn't belong to any party.
I will ask very hard questions to him. Why people of city of Vaasa, living in city of Vaasa, or people who have the foreign origin living in city of Vaasa, they should vote for him? Why? Okay, so do not worry, I will ask very hard questions. What is your biggest contribution to the development of city of Vaasa?
Well, first of all, thank you very much for the very kind invitation. It's a pleasure and an honor to be live on your show. First of all, I think that one of the strengths we have in this region is that we have an excellent form of teamwork. We work very much together when it comes to working with the city, with the companies, with the universities. I would say that in the strategic questions, all parties work very well together. So no one is doing anything by themselves. We have excellent cooperation, but of course different projects need some kind of people pushing them forward. And if I think about the past years, I would say that building the new ferry between Vaasa and Umeå is one quite big achievement from this teamwork. Also defending and developing our hospital, very important. We are as a city also focusing very much on not only education but also culture and sports facilities, and now at this moment we are working very hard with the different investments within the battery value chain and all the new jobs coming up there.
Okay, so the second question in my list is the ideology of your party is liberalism. Yes, can you elaborate it?
Yeah, well, I would say that my party has always been open to different types of things in society. We are very open to people with different national backgrounds. We are extremely proud of the fact that only in Vaasa we have people from 100 different national backgrounds. We are speaking 100 different languages. It's a huge asset for us as a city, as a region, and we need more people to Finland to work and study and to build the country with us. But also when it comes to different types of questions related to minorities, it can be sexual minorities, it can be other types of minorities. We always try to, or we always stand, let's say, with the minorities. And I think that's one important part
Yes.
of being liberal, to tolerate differences and to support those who maybe do not have the voice to support themselves.
It's very good, like the ideology of the party is liberalism.
Yeah.
Yes, I like this. Okay, so the third question in my list is, any country, like if you see US or UK, they welcome highly skilled foreigners to contribute in the development of country. Yes, and still Finland is way behind. So what is like your stand or the stand of your party?
Well, we absolutely need more people coming here for work, for studies, to live, and as I said, to build a country, and we need people within the EU, and that's of course from a bureaucratic point of view easier, but we need also people outside the EU. Absolutely, we need people from the whole world, and we need to make sure that all these migration processes and permits and all those things, they have to be run much more smoothly. That's something we need to get actually into the governmental program for the next 4 years. We cannot have it as we have today, but
Yes.
when also the authorities are kicking out people who have jobs and know the languages and everything. It's completely crazy. So that's something we need to work very much on. And then also when it comes to these, let's say, highest skilled experts, also when it comes to taxation and the competitiveness with other countries, we need to focus a lot. And I think that working together with the big international companies we have is also one way to get ideas on how Finland could be better in this sense.
Okay, thank you. Next question in my list is, people of Vaasa, it doesn't matter they are from Swedish or Finnish origin or like something else, they have trust on you, and that's why you have been winning like since 2015. Yes. What promises you did and you fulfilled during this period of time, since 2015?
Well, first of all, I think that since I have been living in Vaasa for almost all my life, I know lots of people. I've been involved in many different areas of society, and also I would say I have made sure that I keep contact with the people also between the elections. I don't run along with balloons only because it's
Yes.
election. I work within the society 24/7 actually, and also all the things we are doing within the parliament, or my seat in the parliament is not for me, it's for the region. It's
Yes,
to be
yes,
able to develop and
definitely.
defend our universities, our hospital investments within everything from the battery value chain to sports and culture, and I believe that with the teamwork I described earlier, we have also quite many results that we can put our finger on. I mean,
Okay.
everything from the new ferry to projects related to hydrogen in Vaskiluoto, and we have a quite clear strategic path that we work on together with other stakeholders. So it's not about me, but through my seat, we can speed up lots of things.
Okay, yes, thank you. Okay, and what is in your checklist if you will win again? What's new in your checklist?
First of all, we will continue to, of course, in all areas of society, we will continue to defend and to develop the region. And it has quite a lot to do also, if you think more of the administrative or bureaucratic side, it has to do quite a lot with which type of government we get in Finland. Depending on the governmental base, there might be more, let's say, fights and reason to defend things, but then with another type of base, there might be more room for development, which I hope will be the case. But of course, all these investments related now to the battery value chain, we have the possibility to get thousands of new jobs, and that need lots of infrastructure and investments, and that's one of the absolutely main things on my to-do list. And then also things related to our universities, research and development, and doing this together with the companies. That's also extremely important. But of course, there are also many things within the legislation when it comes to permitting processes, everything from new industries within the green transition to getting people into the country to work, as we talked earlier. So I have a quite long list that has to be done yet.
Okay, very good. So if Vaasa will develop, we all will get benefited. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so very, I think, important question, and this question is raised by many people living in city of Vaasa. Doesn't matter, foreigners or people from Finnish origin or Swedish origin. So any developed city is not known how many rich people they have their cars. The developed city, my definition is the rich people when they start using the public transport. That city is called developed. But Vaasa is way behind in terms of the public transport.
This is an excellent definition, and actually, I'm as a chairman of the Committee for the Future in the Parliament, we have run into this definition many times, and I totally agree on it. But then, if we think about let's say the volumes in this beautiful city and country, we are only 5.5 million people, so it's like small part, 1/5 of Shanghai, the whole country. So we don't have these extreme volumes or metro networks or anything, even in outside Helsinki. But still, if we think about the buses, the public transport in Vaasa,
Frequency of buses.
the frequency could be better, of course. Maybe the routes could be a bit better, but still we have put quite a lot also focus on it, and we have been among the first in the country to have them like running on biogas and things that support the energy image of Vaasa and everything. But I think it's quite deep in our culture still to use the car, and I admit that I have come here by car, and I am already late to the next place where I will go, not by metro or bus, but with car. So it's not a very easy question, but I hope that we would get to a point where it would be attractive for most citizens also to use the buses and the public transport.
Yes.
And one thing we are developing when it comes to public transport is also the rail traffic. So we are now thinking about how to being able to go by train from the train station all the way out to the harbor, to Ruotsalainen. You can stop at Åbo Academy, and in the future I see that of course we are now trying to also extend the railroad to the Gigavaasa area, and of course it's because of the goods and the battery material. But I see that in the future you should and could go by train also to the airport. So maybe you could, in Seinäjoki or Tampere, you can already check in your bag, take the train to the airport in Vaasa, and fly off to Las Palmas.
Okay, so at
not
least
leaving all your money in Las Palmas.
Okay, so this is at least in his checklist.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Okay, very complex question maybe. The name of your party is Ruotsalainen Kansanpuolue, yes? Or Swedish People's Party.
Yeah.
Will you accept the foreigners from other background, because the name of party, it looks confusing for the foreigners who are from other background?
Yeah, it's maybe not every day 100% clear even for ourselves what that name means. But of course, Swedish was a very important language when at the beginning of our independence, and also our long history with Sweden, and Finnish and Swedish are both national languages, and we want to keep it that way. I think it's extremely important that also Finnish children learn Swedish. Everyone agrees on the fact that Finland lives out of exports. It's not very easy to sell goods or services outside Finland in Finnish. Swedish is a start. We have 27 million in the Nordic countries. Usually through the Nordics you go out in the world. So the Swedish language is extremely important for Finland, and I believe with the new, of course, security and geopolitical situation, we need an even stronger Nordic cooperation. I think the future of Europe actually depends on an even stronger Nordics. But still, for us, every language is as valuable. Of course, we very much respect all people's backgrounds. As I said, only in Vaasa, medium-sized city, 100 different national backgrounds, 100 different languages, and we are thinking very much on how we could get more out of that, and also maybe to I have said myself that we should, if we think about the signs in the city, it should not only be Finnish and Swedish, should be at least English. Keskusta, Centrum, City Center. It looks good, it's informative, and it's also a sign for foreign investors and people visiting Vaasa that now you are in an international part of Vaasa. This is a place part of Finland. This is the place to invest and things like that. So I think there is much to do, and for us, it's the international aspect is extremely important.
Yes. Okay. So the name of party, the Swedish People's Party, the Swedish names because when it was established, because Swedish people were the minority, right? Still they are the minority, but the ideology of the party still is liberalism. So you understand? They welcome all people from any background.
That's
Okay.
correct.
Yes. So finally, the last question, because I do not want to take much time because you are so busy this time. So finally, what would you like to say to the people of Vaasa and especially the citizens from other origins?
Well, I would say that you are extremely valuable, extremely important for the region, for the country, and we would like to do our best in all fields of society to have you even more involved, because that is something that enriches our lives and the region as a whole. And I'm very happy, I have to say, as also my friend and colleague Johanna Kauppinen invited me also to your excellent show that we have now, or we are all the time thinking on different platforms that where we could meet more and develop the city, because only together we can make this
Yes,
the
definitely,
best people
definitely.
and the best place in the world. So
Yes.
so and don't hesitate also to contact us. It's very easy, and every time we meet, even today I get new ideas myself. So
Yes,
it's
yes.
Very, very
Yes, so
valuable.
it does not matter basically. Basically, we all are living in Vaasa, right? So we are a part of Vaasa, residents, citizens from different backgrounds, different origin, but we have to like contribute to develop this city like a beautiful city, right? So because all efforts are required, and he is our representative. He has been doing since 2015. He is young and energetic. Yes, so he has more energy to do something great for our city. And so this is now your responsibility. You have to think a lot after this show. Like people, because already know him, a Vaasa man. Why people call him a Vaasa man? Because he has been doing for Vaasa. And we need many years from like his many years to contribute more and more for the city of Vaasa. So thank you very much. And thank you very much for your at least having me here and giving your time, your valuable time for this interview.
No.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I really appreciate it, and let's keep in contact and work together. I very much appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Have a great day.